Harwick University sits on a quiet Midwestern campus, comprising 340 acres of residential halls, designed to be perfectly, unbreakably safe. The campus boasts the kind of security statistics that dominate admissions brochures. There are brightly lit blue emergency stations every 200 feet, round-the-clock security patrols, and strict digital keycard readers logging every entry and exit. 19-year-old Mara Voss was exactly the kind of student who thrived in this environment. She was organized, highly methodical, and incredibly careful. She always shared her location with her roommate and strictly adhered to every campus safety protocol. But on the night of February 9th, Mara vanished completely from her dorm room. She evaporated from an environment explicitly engineered to track, record, and prevent exactly this kind of event. Room 412, located on the 4th floor of Hartley Hall, is a structurally solid concrete box. When investigators first opened the door the morning after she went missing, they found it locked from the inside. Her winter coat was hanging by the door, and both her keys and her cell phone were sitting completely untouched on her desk. This timeline displays security logs, proving she never swiped out. She sent a text at 11:47 p.m., and her phone pinged the tower at 11:52 p.m. Furthermore, hallway cameras confirm zero human traffic entered or exited between 11:53 p.m. and the following morning. Investigators immediately checked the windows. Every window is equipped with permanent safety locks, restricting them to a 4-inch opening, too narrow for a human body. They inspected the drop ceiling, the solid concrete block walls, and the sealed flooring beneath. They found absolutely no access points. The physical parameters and the digital logs tell the exact same story. Mara vanished completely from a mathematically perfect sealed environment, a system that holds absolute recorded proof she never actually walked out the door. Because the digital systems showed zero anomalies, investigators had to pivot to human behavior. Mara's roommate recalled that in the 2 weeks leading up to the disappearance, Mara became quiet, distressed, and highly secretive. One night, the roommate woke up at 2 a.m. to find Mara sitting perfectly still in the dark. She was rigid, staring straight ahead, listening intently to the hallway on the other side of the heady door. When detectives pulled weeks-old security footage, they found what Mara had been listening to. Between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., a hooded figure appeared at the far end of the hallway. They paced the floor, staring at the camera, before silently disappearing into the shadows. The camera system successfully recorded the stalker, but an automated log lacks the human context to recognize a predator silently and patiently scouting the camera's blind spots. That blind spot was located inside a utility closet at the far end of the hallway. It was a space holding mops and cleaning supplies, completely ignored by students and daily security patrols. This schematic cross-section reveals a decommissioned 22-inch ventilation duct behind the closet's plaster. Inside, scuff marks and depressed insulation provided proof of repeated human travel. The intruder crawled horizontally through the walls, bypassing modern sensors, before the path drops vertically to an unmonitored loading dock. 3 months before Mara vanished, a master key for that specific dock was reported stolen. Whoever took it secured total, invisible access to the entire building's underlying infrastructure. The modern security system worked flawlessly. It was simply rendered irrelevant by a predator who traveled underneath it, navigating the building through its forgotten architectural bones. Mara Voss has been missing for over a year. The master key remains lost, and the trace DNA pulled from the ventilation duct has yet to trigger a match in any database. Her roommate eventually transferred schools, leaving behind a haunting observation. The visible presence of cameras, heavy doors, and keycard locks creates a highly dangerous psychological illusion of total control. It explains why Mara talked herself out of reporting the noises she heard in the hallway. The sheer weight of the institutional systems telling her she was safe forced her to doubt her own survival instincts. Modern surveillance systems are highly effective at recording the threats they are specifically programmed to see. They leave us completely blind to the obsolete vulnerabilities resting just out of frame. The concrete architecture around you feels solid. But a camera in the hallway only proves you are being monitored. It does not mean you are safe.